Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I went to Costco, I filmed a little bit in the store, so I'm just going to bring back to yesterday's footage and I'll insert that now of the shop with me part, and then we'll come back and do the haul.
So we're just walking into Costco. It was absolutely amazing. My mindset walking in is I wanted to stock up on meat, I wanted to stock up on spices, as well as toilet paper and toiletries. So that was the items that I was kind of looking for. I was just showing some items that I thought were kind of cool, like these barbecues, especially this kitchen sink, like outdoor sink. Amazing. Would love to have one day. Definitely don't have that much money, so it ain't gonna happen. But yeah, some things I'm just showing because it was cool. But yeah, so my main thing was meat. My number one thing I wanted was meat, which I feel like I definitely succeeded in. It was amazing, the things I managed to find, and at the prices as well. There was some salmon I saw, which I knew Nick would like, but I'm like, I got him mussels, so I'll be fine. And this fluffy cat bed, I'm like, oh, my cats would love it, but they don't need it. They have one. Plus, Zeke, he probably won't. He'll probably rip the bloody strings. He's a big boy. Oh, and there I am having a little taste of some carbonated drink. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was tasty. So, Mum, big shout out to her for helping me film me scabbing around at all their free samples. That's honestly the highlight of Costco, in my opinion, is just getting the free samples. It was good. Anyway, so as well as stocking up on meat, I did also want to stock up on spices, which I did get a few. I would have liked a few more other ones, but that is fine. Oh, stroopwafels. These are absolutely delicious. They're Dutch. So soon you'll see my mum stocking up on it. Just the Dutch person getting the Dutch food. No, I'm joking. She was getting them for some gifts for Christmas time. But yeah, I would have loved to get some, but with the diet, I couldn't. I did break the diet while I was away. It was just too hard to follow a diet or stick by a diet. But yeah, I didn't take anything home that would continually to wreck it. So unfortunately, I said no to the stroopwafels. In the garden section, how cool are these plants? They kind of looked fake. But I would have liked to see some seeds. I was hoping to get some seeds as well, but unfortunately, there was none. And toilet paper and toiletries was another thing I wanted to stock up on. We could not find any toilet paper. We found paper towels and we found tissues, but we couldn't find any toilet paper, so that was unfortunate. In the toiletry section, there just wasn't that much, and what they did have, it wasn't the products that I would have liked to use, so I didn't purchase. But here with the spices, I definitely did stock up on a few spices, like you'll see in a little bit in the haul. That was absolutely amazing. I would have liked a little bit more. Like, the variety was good, it's just not ones that I would use that often, so obviously I didn't want to get a big amount of it because it would just take up room in my cupboard if I wasn't reaching for it too much. This I thought was a great deal, $4.97 for a 4-pack of spice rubs. I think these are more just like spice blends than actual rubs, like barbecue rubs, but that was still really cool. Oh, and the everything but bagel seasoning, I thought that was cool. And they had giant taco seasoning. Like, everything is just giant. Like, if you've been to Costco, you would know. These lemons, I really want to get into canning, and I was like, that would be so good for canning season, which I wish I can have, but I don't have anything to do with canning. Hopefully soon, something in the canning world might be coming at me. These also look good, those hot pots. I don't know, here I'm just showing some random stuff that while I was walking down the aisle, I just thought looked really cool. And our trolley so far, and oh my god, the food court, that was so much temptation. I love the hot dogs, but we didn't. We had lunch just before we came to Costco.
Alright, so this is the Costco haul. It's kind of everywhere in a mess right now, but we got these freezer gallon bags. I can't remember the prices, but I'll try to find the receipts somewhere and put it on the screen. So we've already, well, Nick's already popped these away, but we got all them freezer bags. We got this tray of chicken thighs. It was $10.50 a kilo. This is $23.58 for this massive container. I got 2 big packs of chicken thighs. This one's $23.89. And with the chicken thighs, I'm definitely going to be doing make these into curry for freezer meal. I want to do like 3 different types of curry. I got a packet of chicken wings. This is $6.50 a kilo. This whole container was $14.69. Mum and I went halves in Mexican salami. So like a big stick of Mexican salami, so this is just half of it. The total price was 15, I believe. Yeah, 15, because it was $7.50 each for a kilo, but like I said, we went halves. In this baggie here, which has leaked, is mince. So the lean mince beef was $9.99 a kilo. This is $33.19. So I'm just going to separate that. All these have to be separated and either cooked into meals or just separated. We got a pork belly roast, $15.49 a kilo. The total price for this one was $33.89. So this is just over 2 kilos worth. And that looks really, really good. So keen for that. I reckon half of this, or maybe like a third of this, will be an actual roast. And the rest will slice up for stir fries or something. Shortcut bacon, 1.5 kilo value. I think it's either 15 for this whole pack or it was 15 a kilo. I can't remember. But we've been eating a lot of bacon, as you would have seen in my other videos for breakfast. So that's perfect. Cheese Kranskis. Again, I can't remember the price of this, but it'll be on the screen anyhow. I absolutely love these, and these are fine with keto. There's no carbs in them or sugars, so I'm so glad we can get this. It's been ages since I've last had these cheese Kranskis. They're absolutely delicious. And we got 2 kilo packet of mussels, which Nick will enjoy. That's his favorite, so that's all for him. And then the soy sauce, I believe, was $5, $5.50. So this is 1.75 liters of soy sauce. We got a 280 gram tub of ground cumin, which I know we're completely out. I needed some anyway. And this is one of our regular things that we go through. Same as garlic powder. This is 510 gram tub of garlic powder. Again, we go through it quite often, so that will be lovely to have. This one's 365 grams of smoked paprika. I believe smoked paprika was the most expensive out of all these seasonings, but again, it's something we use pretty damn often. So it's great to get the big bulk one of that. And we have, how much is in here? 399 grams of peppercorn. Got a couple of Krispy Kreme donuts on the way out. That's obviously not part of Costco. This was amazing though, I thought. $4.90 something, just under $5, pretty much $5 for this collection of different spice wraps. So we got a Mediterranean citrus, a Cillian blend, French onion and garlic, and a sun-dried tomato. I know Nick had a spice wrap that had like a tomato powder in it, and that was so good. So I'm keen for this one. These will be interesting too. And by the looks of the ingredients, there's no added sugar, so I believe that'll be fine. But yeah, this whole box for under $5 is amazing. And the last thing I got is this big pad box, a box of pads. So these are the pads that, like the pads that I like to use. There's 12 packs in here. I believe this was about $25, so it worked out to be pretty much buy 5 and then you get 3 free compared to supermarket ones. And obviously I'm always going to be needing pads, so that was good to stock up on that. So yeah, that's everything for the haul. It doesn't look like much. There's not many items. The total price was about $280, but it's a lot. This is going to give us so many meals once I separate it and do all of that. Yeah, so I am absolutely stoked with everything that we picked up. So I thought I'd just show you through the process of getting everything all packaged up and ready. So here we got chicken thighs. We have 2.277 kilos. The second tub's pretty much the same. So it's total out to be 5.5 kilos of chicken thighs. Because I'm going to do a big batch of curry, I want 3 lots of 1 kilos because I'm doing 3 different curries. And also be sure to put in the best before date and the freezer date, just so when we know when it's defrosted, how long we have until we actually have to use it, as well as just so we know how long it's actually been in the freezer, because just because it's frozen doesn't mean it's going to last forever. And then the other ones I just done 500 gram chicken thighs just for a regular dinner meal. So we got 3 500 grams and 3 1 kilos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Actually, I think I need another 500 gram bag. I think, yeah, I don't think I've done enough, but that's fine. We'll just see how we go, and then I'll just do that. So yeah, and then just on these freezer bags that I also got in Costco, or any freezer bags. Same with the pork belly, same process. Figured out the kilo, figure out how much I want it. I'm gonna just divide this into thirds, because this one I just went kind of by eye. I feel like you kind of can't see it. But yeah, I thought thirds would be quite nice with that, so I got 3 different pork bellies. Again, best before date, freezer date, and then that way if we decide to just chop some up for a stir fry or something, I can just take one portion out, chop it up, and that will be plenty. Here with the mince is double bagged because it is leaky, because they do mince their own beef in-house. So it was packed on yesterday's date when I brought it, best before today, because it is in-house, there's nothing else added. So I got the bags here. I just done B and F, so best before and frozen, both on the same date, so we know as soon as it gets defrosted I'll have to use it. Just beef done 500 gram bags. With the bacon here, I just done 5 days worth, so then each 5 days we'll just take it out the bacon, so we got fresh bacon for 5 breakfasts. So Nick generally will have 2 pieces, I will just have 1 piece, and so yeah, I'll just kind of pop them in the bags here. Chicken wings. This one was a bit tricky. I decided just to split it into 2, so it's 1.1 kilo, and when we do this will be plenty for dinner the night that we'll cook it, plus we'll have leftovers for the night after. And these Kranskis, I just separated the packaging. The best before date's only in the middle one, so I'll leave this in the bottom of the freezer, so then when we do use it and we need to look, but this is like forever away anyway, so I'm sure that will be fine. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna separate it all up. And this is the after, so there is definitely a lot of meat here. Not as much bags of bacon that I thought, same as the chicken thighs, but I just got these bags here. Although I've written on them, I won't waste them. We'll find some use with that, so that will just go into the cupboard. But yeah, otherwise this is all the meat. So we got 3 1 kilo bags of chicken, which, thinking about it now, I'm not actually going to freeze, because in just 2 days I'm going to marinate it and cook it, and it's going to be fine. So realistically probably didn't have to do that, but that's fine. And we only got 2 bags of 500 grams worth of the chicken thighs. And yeah, we're just going to leave them plain, figure it out whenever we need something to use them. Pork belly I cut into 3 pieces like I was saying, so that is delicious. The mince meat, we got 1 300 gram packet, because that was what was left, and then we got 6 500 gram packs. With the bacon, we done 5 days. It was essentially each part, there was 3 different sections. One section was enough for both Nick and I for 5 days, plus there was 1 slice left over, which I'm about to fry up for lunch. I'm just going to have 3 bits of bacon for my lunch. And then, like I said, these are just individual. I didn't have to do anything with them. And with the chicken wings, I done 1.1 kilo in each bag, and I just gave them a teriyaki marinade, just so they can marinate, and when we want wings, I don't have to think about anything. All I gotta do is just defrost them and chuck them in the oven, and they're already gonna be all seasoned. And as they, not so much when they're in the freezer, but while they're freezing and while they're defrosting, the marinade will definitely soak into the wings, so they're gonna be amazing. In total, there's going to be, for individual meals, in total with meal wise, there's going to be with the meat 64 individual meals. There's enough meat, yeah, for 64 meals. Now I'm thinking about, did I even count the chicken wings? I don't think I counted chicken wings, so that'll be a 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and probably enough left over for 1 for lunch, so 68, 69. And that's not including the bacon, because that's just 5 days worth of breakfast, just more so for the dinner meat. So what did I say, 68, I think. So the cost was high. This looks kind of like a lot, but yeah, I've also, if you can see, I've done everything nice and thin, so to make as much space in my freezer as possible. And yeah, $68 meats worth of meals, individual meals, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this is great. We're still going to be buying meat and doing other things as well as consuming some of this, but it's just nice to have the freezer nice and stocked. So that's pretty much all for today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe down below so don't miss out my future videos. But one thing I did forget to say, which I do really want to quickly mention, is with the teriyaki seasoning, it's essentially Teriyaki sauce is just essentially soy sauce mixed with brown sugar. So that's what I've done, but because Nick is on keto, on the keto diet and I'm trying to be sugar free, we just replaced the brown sugar with some of this. And then I just season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and cumin, I believe, this time. I just, season it with however, but especially teriyaki, it's just your brown sugar and your soy sauce. So that's what I've done with those chicken wings. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!